Hi students, the topic for today is a poem titled The Squirrel, written by Mildred Bowers Armstrong. This poem is prescribed by CBSE for class 7 in the English book named Honeycomb. Before starting with the detailed explanation of the poem, it's always very important for us to know something about the poet. The poet of this particular poem is Mildred Bowers Armstrong. She was always a very ambitious girl in her childhood. She was good at studies. She earned her bachelor's degree from Northwestern University in 1923. She also studied at Mount Holyoke College, the University of Chicago. She titled her first volume of poetry, Twist or Smoke. If you want to know more about her, please go to the Wikipedia and get the details. Okay students, now I would like to show a small video of a squirrel so that you can understand this poem properly. So let us see the video first. Students, you can see and understand how it looks and how it eats, how it acts and how it plays in the garden. Now you can understand how this squirrel looks like and the way it moves fast. See how it goes back and comes forward, how it picks up the things. Let us see properly. See the beauty of this squirrel, how it looks like. See how it chews the things. Very often we can see the squirrel playing like this, moving fast, picking up something and eating something and moving very fast. It doesn't go very slowly, but it moves fast. Let us see. Okay. As the title suggests, in this poem we are going to talk about squirrels. I have a pair of squirrels at my home and I have added their video at the end of this class. Squirrels are basically rodents. They come in the Reptilia family. It's a very loving and beautiful animal. We know that it has a bushy tail and is furry. These are animals which are very fun-loving, playful and high-spirited. They keep on running here and there, isn't it? So in this short and beautiful poem, also we get a description of squirrel by the poet from the point of view of a child. Just as a child sees the squirrel, the poet writes or describes the squirrel in the same manner. Let us read the poem. He wore a question mark for tail, an overcoat of grey. He sat up straight to eat a nut. He liked to tease and play, and if we ran around his trees, he went the other way. Let us start with the first line of the poem itself. He wore a question mark for tail. Here, he refers to the squirrel. We know that the poet is saying only about a squirrel in this poem, so there is no need to think about any other animal here. The poet says that the tail of the squirrel exactly looks like a question mark. If we notice the picture of the squirrel that is given in the side of this poem, we find that the tail of this squirrel is twisted just like a question mark. Now let's see the second line an overcoat of grey. Here the body of the squirrel is compared to an overcoat, just as in the winter days we wear overcoat. In the same way, the poet says that the body of the squirrel is covered with fur, which is greyish in color. So the squirrel wears a kind of an overcoat. See the next line. He sat up straight to eat a nut. We know that squirrels love to eat nuts, isn't it? But you need to notice one thing here. That is, whenever we see a squirrel, we find it bending and moving here and there. I have shown it at the beginning of this video. You might have noticed it, no? Didn't you? But when a squirrel eats nuts, it maintains a particular posture. That is, he sits up straight. This shows that how minutely the poet has observed the squirrel, because these are the things which often escape our eyes. So the poet was very in her observation about the squirrel. Now let us check the fourth line of the poem. He liked to tease and play. Here the poet is telling us that a squirrel likes to tease and play, because the squirrels are generally playful, jolly, and they are a fun-loving kind of creature. So they like to tease and play. Here the word tease and play means to prank, to make pranks. Let us see the last two lines. And if he ran around his tree, he went the other way. In the last two lines, we find a kind of human intervention. Here we can see that the poet has used the pronoun we. Here the word or the pronoun we refers to the poet and her friends. So what does the poet say? The poet says that the poet along with her friend, whenever they run behind the squirrel to play or catch it, it runs away, because as I said earlier, that the squirrel is a kind of playful creature. So whenever someone tries to catch it or goes behind it, or someone runs behind it, what does it do? It just changes its direction immediately. The squirrel teases the person with whom he plays. He will run around the tree and change direction suddenly. So if we put in a nutshell, we can say that in this poem, a squirrel is described. Firstly, his tail is compared to a question mark. Secondly, his body with grey fur is compared to an overcoat. Thirdly, his posture, that is sitting up straight while having nuts, is described, and fourthly, his characteristics of being playful is described by the words teeth and tree. And finally, in the last two lines, human intervention is shown, wherein the poet along with her friends tries to catch the squirrel to play, but the squirrel runs away. So students, there are some additional questions and its answers given in this class. You have to write these in a notebook and study. So guys, that is all for today's class, and I hope you all have understood the poem well. If you have any queries regarding this poem, do let me know in the comment section below, and please don't forget to like and subscribe my channel. Thank you one and all.